Welcome into Blazers Inside Access. We're sitting down with Coach Carl Griffiths of the Blazers men's soccer team. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
Blazers were in action this past week. They were in ASC play up in Abilene, taking on McMurray and Hardin Simmons. A couple of losses this week, a little bit of a rough week. One of those losses against number 17 team in Hardin Simmons. Just let's go ahead and jump off with the McMurray game. Lost 4-1, but a nice goal from Brendan Kane. Just walk us through that goal. He's really off to a great start.
Yes, Brendan's been a huge threat in every match, and just another example of being in the right place, right time. It was kind of a time when the ball wasn't really cleared out well, and he was able to get on the edge of the box, and the ball was bouncing, and he just smashed it to get us on the board. So definitely lifted our spirits a little bit. Thought we could have used that goal a little bit earlier to give us a little more time, but you know what? It was a great goal nonetheless.
Now, with a couple of losses, this was your first real road trip of the season this year. Off to a really hot start, but a first real long road trip. How do you kind of redirect the guys' mindsets? Take a couple of losses, your first losses of the season, but you've got 2 ASC matches this week. How do you kind of get the guys back focused as we head into this next week?
You know what? We've already as a staff been meeting and talking about what's the right way to get their mindset, the shift to occur. And look, you know what? We weren't going to go undefeated forever. So it's always tough to take that first loss as the string of wins continues on. How do you respond? And you know what? Those were 2 very good teams. I think we did a lot of the damage to ourselves against McMurray. We made some key mistakes, but we've learned from those. We've talked about those as a team. We know what we need to do moving forward. Hardin Simmons is just a very, very strong team. They made no mistakes, and they earned some very good goals. So moving forward, we just need to get better. We need to get better. 2 winnable matches this week. But we're going to have to perform really well. Every ASC match is going to be a battle, and we know that. So, you know what? It's just putting that behind us and just looking forward and saying, all right, we got 2 home matches. We're tough to beat on the bowl. We've been good in every match this season at home. And so it's going to be, it's always tough for us to travel to Texas. It's a long trip. There's a lot of obstacles you got to overcome when you're on the road for that long. But you know what? Now those teams we're playing have to do the same thing coming to us. So it's our turn to turn it up.
Yeah, and so moving in, we've got Howard Payne here Thursday night and then Sul Ross Saturday afternoon. What's kind of your message to a team? Is it to hit them hard, especially knowing they have to make that trip out here? Saturday it's going to be pretty hot outside. What is kind of your message to the team to try to get that jump start when you're at home? Because you've played so well at home this year.
Yeah, I think it's not so much about anything special for them. It's really about what we need to do for us. We just need to execute. We need to limit our mistakes. Again, the goals we've given up here of late have come down to mistakes, just mental mistakes, and we've got to make sure that doesn't happen. So we've got to be sharper mentally. We've got to be quicker in our reaction, and we've got to execute what we've talked about. And we do have some specific tactical shifts that we've begun to make. And we started those transitions even against Hardin Simmons, but we're going to push those even further forward just to bring some additional dimensions. We've been a little bit one-dimensional thus far, and I think we've seen the teams that have really been able to watch us on film and get good scouting reports on us really make some significant adjustments to deal with us. And so we've got to diversify a little bit. We can't just be one-dimensional.
So Thursday night, Howard Payne here at the Bowl, and then Saturday afternoon, Sul Ross. We've been joined by head coach Carl Griffiths of the Blazers men's soccer team. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here.